Hello, this is Haratio Fales. I'm making this video to introduce my book. I've wrote quite a few chapters and I'm getting ready to publish this on Amazon. By the time you see this, it should be on there. I have included a link to one of my YouTube pages. And the first video on the YouTube page that you should come to is a video. It's an introduction video to my 3D modeling of it's actually a E4Y1 Glen aircraft. But I put the link into the book to get you to this YouTube page. I'm also going to include a link to my actual Z-Plan page. Also, this is my main page, but I have another page. This is my Twisted Sister Haratio Fales page. Let's see, switch accounts. Let's go to Haratio Fales. This is my Haratio Fales page.
So I just figured out a way to save
Pause that, I don't want to, I guess we should play it long
a bunch of money online. I was about to buy these headphones from Target for $140. Then,
I don't know why it went over to this, probably because I was watching it. Because this is actually my Haratio Fales page. And I will put the links in there. Let's minimize this. Basically, my book is about the designs, the ships that Germany designed about with the Z-Plan, the C-Plan designs, and some other oddball ships. Or I call them oddballs, but like this is the D-class cruiser. This wasn't a Z-Plan ship, but this was a ship that Germany planned to build. They had built the 3 Panzer ships, the Deutschland class, that were called pocket battleships by the British. And these would have been larger vessels with basically the same armament. Then they would have had the improved secondary 5.9-inch guns and a little more anti-aircraft. They were going to have 88 millimeter anti-aircraft guns, but they could have easily made those like 105 millimeter guns. And this is the illustration that I made for Wikipedia. I'll come out of here right quick, minimize this, go online, and I like YouTube actually. I like Yahoo as a search engine. Bing's alright, but I'm a little partial to Yahoo. I've used it a lot more for years. Anyway, you type in D-class cruiser, Germany. We don't want the map, we just want D-class cruiser Germany. You also see him class down here. And I'll click on that. Here we go. D-class cruiser Germany, Wikipedia. And there's even pictures, which is nice. You see this rendering over here. I actually 3D modeled this and donated this to Wikipedia. And kind of what's nice about this is you can actually blow it up bigger. This is a little bit too big, but this one's not. This one's kind of a little bit better. And in the future, I might do better renders of this because this is actually just where I have mapped it together in GIMP. Give you an idea what these ships would have looked like. And anyway, in my book I have the links to these pages. I'm still working on some of the illustrations, My first book this first book is basically talks about the cruisers, and let's see, we'll go to Spa Cruiser. I'll give you an idea. Spa Cruiser 1938, there we go. Now see, this is an illustration that I was working on. I need to finish it. I need to do the rails. It's pretty blurry too. I actually have to map over the top of this with what I do is I take pictures of the model in GIMP, and this is just like a whole profile picture, but I actually take closer pictures of it, and then I map those together on top of this, and then it'll come out a lot sharper and stuff. But this kind of shows you the basic idea of what this ship would look like with the main armament where it was positioned and stuff. But I still have some porthole work to do, and some like put higher definition, have the guns look higher definition, put down the screws and stuff like that. Yeah, it kind of was funny. The guy that moderates these pages, he wasn't really sure he wanted to put this on this page. And I asked him to put it on here so that because anytime I do improvements to these articles, I can actually improve these pictures, and I can just load them in. If they're in here, I can just load another one in, and it supersedes this. You could actually go, like if you go into this more details, like this one, this is the only picture, so it just shows this one. But like I think, let's go, I think the M class. M class cruiser Germany, we'll search. Here we go. Okay, so this is another illustration that I made. As you can tell this one's a lot sharper than the Spa Cruiser. And again, you can blow it up. I think you can blow it up one more time. The only thing bad about this one is I made this one, I need to resize it. I made it so big that, like I said, I probably need to render it better. This is almost too large, like this is a good way to look at the picture. And anyway, the reason, there's information. You could find most of the information that I have in the book. I just I wanted to write the book to consolidate the information about these ships into one source and elaborate more on the designs, elaborate more on the conjecture. This is kind of funny. This is the M class, and they kind of show that, like I put the advanced anti-air. I put the advanced anti-air like rangefinders here. This one in the back isn't too bad, but I got it like on a conning tower. I doubt they would have had a conning tower in the rear, so that like I could probably remodel this. This should just be more of a superstructure, or actually this rangefinder for the guns might be more to the rear here. Like they would have probably moved that back, and then they would have probably put this rangefinder on top of this part of the superstructure. This one up forward would have possibly been either here, or they would have just actually mounted two, like per side. They would have had them lower and had one on each side, And even with this one, possibly they could have put them like actually up here, more on the superstructure, one per side and stuff. That it's some of it's work in progress, but this is one of the only ships I actually had a line drawing that survived the war. Most of these ships are just they're conjecture, and they're conjecture on the part. Oh, what I was wanting to show you is I think I did more than one. No, I only did one on that too, I guess. Anyways, like if I take this and I redo this, re-render it, make it better, change it around, add, like if I add cables, I need to put like a flag staff in the front. I don't have a front flag staff on this, where I have the back jack staff, and but anything where if I re-detail this, I can load the new picture in here, and it will it will supersede this. I think the O-class cruiser is one that I actually. Okay, O-class. O-class battle cruiser. This is another one on my ships. So this first book that I've done is basically talking about the cruisers. The second volume that I've done, that I actually haven't done it, I'm working on that one. It'll be about the H-class battleships, the Wolf torpedo boat, the destroyers that were actually Z-plan designs, which kind of should go in this book with the Spa Cruiser, but I was wanting to get this done. I've been working on this for about 5 years, off and on, and like you can tell on this one, I actually have railing that needs to be added. I'm actually missing a front staff or like mast. So there's some more details I could add to this one too. This one isn't really complete. Let's see. I think this is another one that I made it. Yeah, it's way too big. I needed, and then the swastika, the aerial recognition swastika on the front of the ship is actually on the model. The one on the emblem on the back, I actually did that in GIMP, so I need to work on making those. Would have been more or less the same. This one, to me, this one looks more natural. This one looks more like I think how they would have painted it on the ship. This one looks too, like it almost looks too good. It doesn't look like it's part of the ship. It just looks like they would lay. It almost looks like they laid a flag down on there. And then something else that I thought about doing too, like play with the scaling, so you could still blow it up, but the very largest scaling wouldn't be this huge. It would be maybe about half the size. And then I want to put the deck lines in here, like the wooden deck lines. I would like to work on these and improve them, especially this one. This one's not really finished. I need to finish this. I don't even think I got the anchors on the front of this thing. Yeah. I think if we cruise all the way to the front of the ship here, you can see a little bit more detail on the turrets and stuff there. But yeah, I don't even have the anchors. I have the and this, actually, these are wrong. These are out of scale because these are supposed to be the, let's see. Oh, I see what I did. I just basically, the anchor wells where the chains come out of, I have them on both ends of the chains. But this here, I need to actually rework this and set the anchors in there on top of there. And actually, this one pretty much would have looked like that. It would have went down and or possibly like an open hole on top. But yeah, this ship, and like I said, it's another one needs some work. It needs also a flagstaff on the front of this and stuff. But I can always get that done. I just need to do some work, and I probably could have waited to publish the book. Where this is like an angle shot, and I put a few of these in Wikipedia on a few of the pages too. See, in this one you can tell I had took this shot, I took this angle shot kind of early on. You can see the swastika on the deck is actually part of the model. It's missing the rear anchor chain. It's got some of the ballards and the cleats on the side. I need to add some detail to the secondary gun, like the rangefinder holes or covers. The aircraft hangars don't have any like doors on, and I don't even think I had the aircraft on there yet. But like I said, I just wanted to basically make an introduction for my Haratio Fales page, and this and link it to the book if you'd be interested in looking at the book. The book's a lot more detailed than what I go into on YouTube, but I do want to actually, when I think in the future when I 3D model these ships, I'm going to do like I've done with the airplanes and actually make some tutorials or some, kind of like ride along things. I don't want them to be boring though, but I've learned a lot more about using Blender so I can make it quicker. And I thank you for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe if you like, and we'll see you out in the oceans.